Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode as we take another look at Random Treasures exclusive figures. Now, I know generally Wednesday is my action figure review day, but I'm already planning a kind of like horror themed review for next Wednesday. So, these figures are absolutely fantastic, guys. I have not been this excited to get a new set of figures in a very long time from Random Treasures. I think the last time I was this excited to hurry up and come downstairs and make a video was probably the release of Zeus. Now, there have been a ton of phenomenal figures that have come out since, namely Dusty Rhodes, which was phenomenal, okay? Jerry Lawler was absolutely incredible. Yeah, you got figures like Dino Bravo, which is pretty solid, The Undertaker, but like even Abdullah the Butcher, all these great figures, some of them I purchased immediately, right? But I think Zeus really was the last figure that I just saw, held in my hand. I'm like, man, I was crazy to get that figure in. Same thing with these new releases. I've been counting down the days that it was shipped until the time I received it, and I was constantly on the lookout out my door for that mailman because this receipt of this package was fantastic. Like I said, I was not disappointed, not one bit. So it's actually the second release of these particular figures, so you could kind of consider them to be variants. They did make subtle changes, such as one figure getting an alternate fighting pose. They also add on built-on accessories. Now, I'm pretty sure it's divided 50-50. Some people like the built-ons. Some people prefer removable accessories. I'm the former on that one. I like the built-on accessories. So, before we look at the new figures, guys, I am going to reflect on the previous tag team that was released, and then we'll take a quick look at the new figures as well. So, who am I talking about? Legion of Doom. So, Legion of Doom, right? When these figures came out, I've said it from the beginning. I felt like these particular figures were the high-end quality of Random Treasures exclusives. Are they my personal favorite figures? No, but I feel like these are the elite figures, or some of the elite figures that Random Treasures came out with. We'll start with the animal. Face paint on the figure is absolutely immaculate. I mean, one of the reasons why Animal is my favorite of the two is because of his incredible facial paint. I like the fact that they give, these little decals, and even when you look at Hawk as an example, right? I mean, look at the detail in the definition of his back and shoulders. When they made these figures, they did an absolutely remarkable job with the figure. Now, with these particular figures, you all know I covet fighting pose more than anything. So, yes, I like the Hawk figure better in that regard. But the face paint, this is what got me, and I love this one. But the whole Ken Patera pose is what destroyed it for me. Now, based on the design of Animal, you couldn't really build on accessories with this particular fighting pose. So, Random Treasures re-released these figures. But again, like I said, they made subtle changes and they look absolutely spectacular. So where they came out with Legion of Doom a couple years ago, they have now released your AWA era Road Warriors. And I gotta say, I am crazy impressed. Just look at this upgrade. Okay? Yes, when it comes to color and detail, the Legion of Doom red and black really pops. This is, with the designs on the pants and the flashiness, it's going to stand out on a shelf. The new figure, not so much, but come on. I mean, we'll start with the most intricate details with it, which is the facial paint. It's absolutely amazing. And the one thing I thought which was missing from the last set of figures was the chest plates. Those spikes to me are so synonymous with Legion of Doom that not having them on the original figures, I felt like they could have been improved greatly in that respect. So that is huge. Downside: black pants, black boots. Again, what I talk about, trying to put something on these figures that pop, right? Like maybe putting white laces or something. Something very simple that really makes that figure a little bit more flashy. Am I going to knock on it here? Not really. I think a lot of fans that really enjoyed the Ricky Steamboat original figure with black pants and black shoes, you're going to love this figure. Additionally, he's kind of got like a Arn Anderson Galoob fighting pose. And like I said, guys, you couldn't put this chest protector on these particular figures, right? Yeah, you can do it on Hawk, but on Animal, that pose, no. They had to make changes, and dare I say, they vastly improved Animal. I am crazy excited about those upgrades. Now, when I saw these figures, I'm like, man, I've seen Road Warriors or Legion of Doom with blue chest plates, which look absolutely incredible. I thought about maybe going back to the WWF Legion of Doom with, red on the chest plates. But these figures are expensive, so you really got to be very conscious of which design you choose. Because, again, you're going to be paying a hefty price for them. So if you're like me, if I want to go out and get like multiple variants, I probably wouldn't want to shell out that extra money, at least right now. Maybe in the future, who knows? Now with Hawk, they basically recreated the exact same figure. And even the face paint, they didn't alter the head not one bit. I think Animal was a necessity. Animal, I would probably choose better than Hawk just for the simple fact of design-wise, but fighting pose. This is like another Nikolai Volkov figure, and you guys that have been watching my videos for a long time, you know the importance of the Nikolai Volkov figure. So awesome color schemes with the pants. So they lose that luster with their new releases. But there's only one thing I really cared about in these figures, and it's front and center. Just look at the spikes. I am so pleased. And I've always said, guys, man, when it comes to figures that I absolutely love and adore, I will brag about them like crazy. And when I come across a figure that I can't stand or think that it could severely use a lot of improvements, I'm going to point those details out as well. But I have absolutely no issues with these figures. Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, I mean, they're the same. And I talked about it before. I like how on the AWA Remco figures, when you look at the box set, it actually says Road Warriors, Legion of Doom. So it's not, I don't think it's so much an either or type of deal. I think a lot of people get confused that, they're Road Warriors with AWA and then Legion of Doom with WWF, but that's not the case. They were going by both names for years. And in fact, when I first became familiar with Legion of Doom, was in WCW long before their run in WWF. And if I'm not mistaken, they were Legion of Doom in WCW as well. So I'm looking at these, I'm like, man, would I actually like them to have removable plates? And I don't know. The way that it sits and that it's kind of like, built in to design, that's not glued on or anything. It's just how it was molded, like rubber all around. I don't know. I like it. I wouldn't want a replacement or removable accessories. I think these look spectacular. So, another thing I've been talking about, guys, because I've done 2 My Favorite LJN tournaments in the past, for those that may not be familiar with those tournaments that I made, when I first created this channel, I created a My Favorite LJN tournament because that's the thing I wanted. That's the whole reason of creating this channel, is I wanted to kind of, do my own tournament. And I kind of messed up because I didn't have any following. Nobody knew about my channel or saw any of my videos, anything like that. So doing that right off the bat kind of sucked. Plus, the way that the room was situated at the time, I didn't have these built-in lights or anything, so the room on camera looked kind of dark. And then later on, I kind of moved upstairs to the dining room, so I didn't have the background necessary. So it kind of sucked to look at those earlier videos. So later on that year, December into January, or maybe November into January of 2023, excuse me, I was making the second iteration of that tournament. It was always a plan to create more tournaments year after year because you're always getting new figures in, right? And we're not talking, onesies and twosies. Over the course of a year, I could probably get in another 50 to 100 figures from different customizers. So there's always new figures to look at. I think the current my least favorite tournament really helped because right off the bat, I'm going to eliminate those figures that I know don't have a chance in heck of winning. But I'm probably still going to include them. It'll just be a very long tournament and probably something I'm going to have to post like multiple videos on multiple days because there's still plenty of other videos I'd like to make and get out there as well. Oh my god. So many ideas are going through my head of things I want to make, and I think I'm going to be getting there eventually. But this was incredible. What's up? What's also coming up now? Oh shoot. So just recently I looked at my a video I posted I think a day or two ago. So today's Thursday. I'm going to post this video on Saturday. A couple days ago I came out with this Karen video. And basically women that are scamming these men to pay for their children when the children don't belong to them. My most successful video to date was probably one of my Q&A videos or maybe one of the random treasure videos. And they're probably hovering around 800 views. I've had this channel open for over 2 years, and I have never had any of my videos reach 1,000 views. In like the first 2 days, as at the last check, that video that I was just talking about amassed north of 1.3 thousand. How the heck does my channel get 1,300 views on a video? Absolutely incredible. I am flabbergasted by that. So, obviously, these are videos, or those are the type of videos I've been wanting to make for a long time. And now that my lazy butt finally learned how to do some editing, obviously I'm still not professional at it or anything. I'm trying to do the bare minimum, but those were always stories and videos I wanted to make. I just couldn't make them because I just didn't have the tech skills in order to do so. So hopefully these type of videos bring in more viewers, more subscribers to the channel, because yeah, I have, like I said, the ideas are just everywhere. I keep getting messages from YouTube though. Copyright. A week after my video is posted with no issues, copyright. I'm like, right now when I get those messages like, hey, your video can't be monetized, I'm like, well, I'm not getting monetized now as it is, so at this point it doesn't really hurt me. But yeah, if the day comes where I actually can make money making videos, that's gonna hurt and that's really gonna suck. But let's just get those numbers up first. I think is key. And obviously, I still want to make the important videos for the people who've been with me for a long time and look forward to the collections. Sunday. If you haven't seen my last video that I posted on Thursday, I talked about a very important video that I planned on making. That video is coming out Sunday morning. Please check that out. Not so much touches home with me, but it touches home with my wife, and traumatic event for her, which really sucked. She's finally okay with me discussing that here, so I tried my best to give a lot of details and add some news report clips, but if you guys have any questions, like I said, my email is in the beginning and ending of those clips. So feel free to send me a message, and yeah. So that's it for now, guys. Just wanted to get this quick video out for you guys so you could see the new Road Warriors figures from Ram Treasures. These figures might just jump into the top 10 best Ram Treasure figures now. Alright guys, that's it for now. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye everybody.